Hello everyone, welcome to Studio B, and today I wanted to discuss the dreadful tale of Prosper. But I wanted to tell you what is dreadful. What is dreadful is that this is a middle grade book, and it is as horrifying as a Stephen King novel. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's like going trick-or-treating and then going to a terrible haunted house instead. Come on! I mean, you guys know, if you're a Studio B fan, that I get scared super easily, but I'm just saying this book is dark. But it's super addicting. You can't stop reading it. It's intense and it's like suspenseful. Everything's describing everything perfectly and the time is going at exactly the right pace for all of the suspense to just add up and add up and add up and boom! Scariness everywhere. It's so horrifying. At the same time, it's so good. It says devious and delightful. If I was to relate this book to any other books, I would relate it kind of to Land of Stories because it kind of has that fairy tale / Halloween / Friday the 13th feel to it, but more of like a fairy tale-ish feel to it. And I would probably relate it kind of like a little bit to Michael Vey because the main character is very unaware to all of the power and terrible things and all of the craziness around him that he never knew about. And I would kind of relate it to Goosebumps, but times 1,000, okay? I was expecting maybe Goosebumps, like a lot less than Goosebumps on this one. And instead I got this Stephen King novel thing. But it's so good. It honestly is. It's so good, and it makes you keep wanting to read it. It's about our main character, Prosper Redding, and he lives in Red Hood, and that is the town that his family has established. And his family is pretty wealthy, and he doesn't like school. No one's nice to him. And then he finds out that there's a demon inside of him. His great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather makes a deal with the demon so that he can devote his entire life in servitude so that all of his family can have a wealthy and prosperous life. Oh, that's so great for him to do to his family. Oh. No! He breaks this deal. Come on, Gramps! You know that if you're making a deal with a devil dude, then it isn't gonna turn out great. Then his descendant Prosperous just happens to have a demon inside of him now. There's a lot that this demon isn't telling him, like that the demon is growing more and more control over him every single passing day, and that a lot more terrible things are going on around him. This book is a series, so this one is kind of a little bit jam-packed with information, but it's also very detailed and creepy and eerie and spooky, and it really makes you want to read more. I am feeling feels that I've never felt before, wanting to read something scary. What? And also, don't tell my mom this, but my favorite character is this demon guy. Who knew a demon would be sassy? I mean, like, this is the most sass-mouth demon I've ever heard of, and I love characters like that, even if they are demons. I really love this book. I did lose a couple weeks worth of sleep over it, but this is Disney Hyperion, okay? Expect greatness. If you see that, expect greatness. Like, honestly, I mean, look at this. But Disney, how could you just forget to Disney with this book? Do you know how when you're sad or scared, or it's Friday the 13th and bad luck has been happening to you all day, then you know what you do? You go and you cuddle up to a Disney movie. This is a Disney book. What do you think it's like? Do you always close your eyes when frightened? Alistair asked. Open them wide. Stare down your fear until it obeys you. I gritted my teeth. I'm not afraid. Not yet. That's not Disney! Disney is Disneyland! Mickey Mouse! Cuteness! Aww, Disney costumes! Not this stuff, okay? This almost made me, want to read scary books but like it's hard to stop reading them. Like after the series, I'm gonna try and stop, but the thing is, it like makes you keep on wanting to read it. I give this book 4.5 Bs. This author is so good at making everything super delightfully scary that I'm going to look her up for more books because she has a lot more books. I've heard that she has a lot more books, and some of them are young adult, and I'm super excited to read more of her books because this one was so good. And it's Disney Hyperion. I mean, like, if you see that on any book, you're like, boom, get it. So just so you know, if you have this book or are going to get this book, which I really recommend that you should get it, go get it, you need to have the second book on hand because this is a series, and this is, I can't even call it a cliffhanger. Like in second grade, we watched these little short clips called Cliffhanger. You'd be like, oh, and then the cat fell. Cliffhanger, so that we could understand what a cliffhanger was. This isn't a cliffhanger. This is Mount Everest on the top, super tiny board, and someone's holding on by their pinky finger. That's what it is. It's not a cliffhanger. It's like this, you can't not have the second book. You're going to love it. I totally loved it, and I am like the most babyish person you could get with scary books. Honestly, it was super scary, yet super good. You guys are going to love this book. Make sure that you look for Alexander Bracken and any Disney Hyperion book. They're all amazing. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment below what things scare you in a book. Because what definitely scares me is like that eerie atmosphere where it feels like you're there, and then you go to sleep and you're like still there. That's what scares me. Make sure to comment below what scares you as well. And see you next time on TV.